Hi guys, welcome to another episode, and today we're going to be reviewing this, which is the all-new, all-electric Renault Megane from Renault Cardiff. So, like I said, this is the all-new, all-electric Renault Megane. Now, first we'll start at the front, like always. So, first of all, this is actually built into the car itself. It's not actually an emblem as normal as they normally are. And it's sort of it's like a stick-on one only. This is actually part of the front grille, which I like that. We've got LED daytime running lights, and it looks really smart actually. And I gotta be honest, I do like it in this color, this grey, and it's finished with like this goldy color, which I think really sets the grey off. Um, we've got these nice big alloys. My favorite feature with this car is the door handles. So these door handles, they pop in and out when you unlock and unlock the car. So I'm going to come around to the driver door, and you'll see now that in the car we've got half leather. It's this very eco-friendly material on the actual seat part of the seats, but it's really comfortable. But we'll get to that bit in a minute. Then I'm going to bring you around to the back, and same in the back, you'll see that we've got again half leather. There's not a lot of leg room in the back, I've noticed. Now that driver seat is as far back as it needs to go for me to get out. But obviously, if your driver is short like I am, then you're gonna have a bit more leg room. But that really is sort of as far as it can go, to be honest. So you haven't got a lot of leg room, but still, but you have got all electric windows in the back and rear privacy glass. Then we're going to come round to the boot, and in the boot, you'll see, as standard in my videos, I put the double seat down, but even with the double seat up, it is still quite a decent size boot. Now my chair doesn't actually fit in their hole with the back seat up, but it can be taken apart, and it does then fit in the boot with a little bit of storage either side. But again, for the review, you'll see it go in as it there's only with the double seat down in the back. And now I'm going to cover my transfer getting in, because this car is a little higher than normal, but we'll cover that. You'll see that I'm going to talk you through everything that's got inside or all its features, and then we're going to go for a short drive, and then we'll get to the ratings at the end. So let's get in. Legs in first. And we're in. Right, so we are inside the Megane, and you would have seen on the way in, the transfer actually isn't that bad for me to get in. It did take me a couple of seconds, a bit longer than would normally, but I mean, I've done a lot more difficult cars on this one. So that brings us to the interior, like I said. So we'll start with the steering wheel. We've got a nice 3-spoke one. I like that. We've got on the right-hand side, we've got everything that controls anything from your phone to you click this button, which is your speech recognition, to activate and control some features, which, for example, you can use that to control your phone and other things, and then also your air conditioning, which I like that feature. On the left hand side of the steering wheel, where we've got your cruise control, your speed limiter, your adaptive cruise control. So it's really simple. And then on the back of the year, we've got to alter the power, I suppose, of the regen braking. We can have a little bit or a lot, so you can then use one pedal driving. This is your speed dials. Now, I'm not really keen on that, if I'm honest, because all that tends to happen is this needle moves up here. It doesn't actually show the numbers. I know it does there, but I'm just someone I like the numbers, so you're going around the dials. And then it's the same on this side. I'm not keen on that, I'll be honest. And you will see this is an all-electric. So currently I've got 68% charge with 132-mile range. That's obviously because the weather still isn't the greatest. It is a nice day today, but still really cold. But on a full charge in summer conditions, you'd probably be looking at around about 240, 260. But at the minute, like yesterday when I picked the car up, this came with 202-mile range on a full charge. But that's that part of it. Now it's got automatic lights, automatic wipers. This little stalk here is your gear selector. Really simple: park, neutral, drive, reverse. Now The one thing I'm not keen on, which I will show you in a minute, is the reversing camera. So for example, put your foot on the brake, slide the stroke up, and this screen is your reversing camera. Now, given there is some form of, I don't know what this is on the camera, but I think it's road dust, to be honest. But you can just about make out that the camera isn't the best of qualities, but it does have an aerial view for when you park in the car. But when you put it back in park, then that should all go off. There we go. So that then I'm going to show you the infotainment screen. Now this does have Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, DAB radio, Bluetooth, sat nav, all built in. But to be honest, if you like me, I always stick with either Android Auto or Apple CarPlay because you've got your sat nav and thing on there anyway. On the bottom of the screen, then you've got all of your climate control settings. So, for example, if you want a heated seat, you click heated seats. But then, if you wanted, for example, to alter the temperature, you've got one on either side, like a little lever either side. So you press it up to increase the temperature or down to decrease it. Really simple. Then we've got unlock, unlock, and then we've got your hazard lights here. We've got wireless charging. We've got a lot of storage down on the bottom here. Nice little cup holders here. We've also got then in here, we've got another bit of storage in there. And then we've also, which I think is a really weird place to put them, two USB-C sockets. Yeah, which I'll be honest, at first yesterday, it took me ages to find them. But I found them, and yeah, but I will also mention that you can have Apple CarPlay and Android Auto wirelessly. So it saves a lot of wires here, there, and everywhere because I don't like wires. So that brings us to, we're going to go for a drive. Now, as I said, I did pick this car up yesterday and I have driven it everywhere. I've charged it once, I think. But I like to have a good drive to be real and authentic in my reviews. Because no point in me reviewing a car and saying, yeah, I've driven it around and I haven't. So I'm going to go for a drive. And then I can kind of tell you then a little bit more of how the car drives and so on. So, like I said, let's go for a drive and then we'll come to the ratings later. Right, so we've just been for a short drive and that does now bring me to my ratings. So let's get straight into it. The first one we'll cover is performance. I'm going to score it a 4 because I do think that it eats through that range a little bit. Comfort, I'm going to score it a 4 because if I'm honest, I find the seats a little bit firm, but the actual ride itself is great. Now, my two favorite features with this car is practicality, which is going to score it a 5 because the chair is a decent size that you can either put the chair in whole or you can take it apart if you want the back seats up. So I think that is definitely going to be a 5. And then accessibility, I'm actually going to score that a 5 because even though I did struggle a little bit, if you've watched my videos quite regular, I'm sure you'll agree that with a high vehicle like this, I still didn't struggle as I would normally. So, on that note, like I said, it's going to be a 5. Now, that does sadly bring me to the end of this video. But if you can give me a like, a follow, a share, let me know what you think of the new electric Megane. And can I say a massive thank you again for the continued support to Renault Cardiff, because they always give me the nicest of cars um, with no issue at all. So honestly, thank you, Renault Cardiff. But for now, like I said, that does bring us to the end of the video. So don't forget to like, follow, comment, subscribe, and I look forward to seeing you all again soon.